welcome to Fab Friday here at Spiegelmom Scraps. So, for this week's Fab Friday, I have a little bit of a different post for you. Instead of doing a layout like I usually do, I'm going to make some cards. I'm going to make 3 of them. So these are just going to be quick, easy little note cards. And they started with this paper. So this paper has these little cactuses all over it. It was in my January click kit, and when I looked at it, I went, what am I going to do with all these little cactuses? So when I'm confronted with a paper like this, where it's something random and I no idea what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut it 6 inches. I'm going to use a top part to make 3 cards, and I'm going to set the bottom part aside because I actually do have a picture of a terrarium my son made for science class for school that I think is going to work, but I don't need the whole sheet. I'll just need like maybe a little piece of it. So with this top part, I'm going to fussy cut these cactuses out, and we're going to create some easy note cards. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on that, and you'll get to see the little things I found. When I decided on how I wanted my cards to look and what sentiments I wanted for my cards, I just went to Pinterest and I literally typed in cactus quotes and found 3 that would make nice card bases or card sentiments. So I hope that helps a little bit for when you get confronted with the random paper that sometimes occurs in scrapbook collections and kits. And let's get started on our cards. I'm going to be using 3 products from the Spiegelmom Scrap Shop. I'm going to use these I Cork You hearts, which are all different sizes. I think I'm going to use the smaller ones. I'm going to use this sequin mix, which is called Morning Dewdrops. It's new in the store. And then we're going to create a mixed media background, and I'm going to use this pasties called the Cream Team. So that's our products, and let's see where it takes us. So off camera, I went ahead and I cut some 8.5 by 11 white cardstock into some card bases, and then I cut the solid colored Felicity Jane cardstock I had picked out, and I created some card fronts. What I'm going to do is originally I was going to use the Cream Team pasties to make to decorate or put a little mixed media on my card fronts, but I changed my mind and decided to go with Salt of the Earth because it's more white, and I had a lot of more white based elements than cream based once I really looked at everything that I had. So this is a little stencil. It's from Felicity Jane, and I'm just going to take this Salt of the Earth pasties and I'm going to spread it pretty evenly over these 2 card bases. The first one I'm going to spread it over just the bottom half, and then the second one I'm going to do a little bit in each corner. And I did go ahead and do this quite slowly and carefully because I didn't want any mess outside of the stencil. And this went on very, very nice. It feels a little grittier than Dazzlers. If you're used to Dazzlers, this is a different product. It feels a little grittier. It doesn't quite go on, as smoothly. And of course, it's also flat and it doesn't have that shimmer. So I'm going to go ahead and do these 2 card fronts and set them aside to dry. So the Salt of the Earth, the pasties, only took about an hour to dry, so much, much less drying time than Dazzlers. And it dried really a little opaque, which makes me think it would be perfect to go ahead and add sprays or other color to it, because you can even tell here, like, it's white, but you can also see a little bit of the blue that the card that it's on. So it's not a bright white. It is like it's almost, I don't know how to describe it, not opaque. It's like almost kind of a little bit transparent. Maybe the opposite of opaque. Anyway, so now I'm going to go ahead and put these cards together. Like I said in the beginning, I just went to Pinterest and I found some super cute little sayings that had to do with cactuses, and I'm going to make 3 really quick, nice cards. This is the cork from the I Cork You collection, which is these corks are big, so these aren't like the cork confetti. If you're used to the corks from Spiegelmom Scraps, these are large cork hearts, and they're really pretty. This one is actually not even the biggest one. It's probably one of the medium-sized ones. So now I'm going to go ahead and add some sequins. These are the Morning Dewdrop sequins, which are really pretty. They're gorgeous. These and the Moonshine Delight, I can see myself using them on like every project I do. They're so pretty. So to add my cactuses, all I did was I went ahead and fussy cut them from the pattern paper, and I inked them with the Hickory Smoke Distress ink. And now I'm just going to place these little sequins all around my card, attach it to the card base, and this card will be done. Here we go, super cute. I can see me sending that to a close friend, just as a little tongue-in-cheek kind of funny card to send when you just want to send a little note. And now I'm going to, off camera, so there's a lot of fun things that happened in this video while I was making these cards. So the first thing is I dumped my sequins all over my desk, which you just saw me completely pick up. And now I'm going to start my second card, and I'm going to start by, as you can see, this one just has the Salt of the Earth pasties on a little bit on the top and a little bit on the bottom, because I wanted to do more of a diagonal shaped layout here, or a diagonal shaped card. So I decide that I want, oh, this is so bad, guys, it's so bad. Decided I wanted some splatters on this layout, so on this card, and I thought these black splatters from the Shimmer's Night Moves would be perfect. So I'm going ahead and I'm splattering and doing my thing, and then, oh my, yes, that's right, I dumped half of the bottle of the black ink all over my desk. Oh my word, such a mess. Do you see it? Do you see the mess? I was like, it's terrible. And then it's running, like, you can't see, but it's running like off to the left, and I'm trying to pick stuff up and clean it. So we're back, and look, it's all clean. So just as the other thing I did was, yeah, I got on my LA Studio stickers on the back of them, not even the front, the back of them, and all over my hands black ink. And I did have to throw away the foam from my ink blending tool because it was saturated with black ink. But I got it off my white table. I was so excited about this. Okay, so note to self, if you are clumsy like me and you dump half a bottle of Shimmer's Night Moves all over your desk, sop it up with paper towels, and then Dawn, a nice soapy rag with Dawn dish soap, will take the Night Moves out, will take the Shimmer's ink out. I tried a couple different things, and my desk was just, it was stained and stained and stained, and my scrap room's by my kitchen, so at one point I was just like, hey, let me try my Dawn dish soap that takes the grease out of everything, and it totally worked. So if you ever spill a bottle of Shimmers, use some Dawn dish soap. Good hot soapy rag, wipe it up, and then, dry it off, and it will take the shimmers off. So that is my trick for the day, my Shimmers trick for this Fab Friday video. So it's a little hard to see, but this card says lookin' sharp, which I have plans to give this card to a friend who has, oh yes, I got the bottle back out, can you believe it? And I'm splattering. Eek! So anyway, I plan to give this card to, I have a couple friends who have recently graduated like cosmetology school and stuff like that, and I thought that this would be a cute little congratulation card for one of them. I'm not sure who it's going to go to yet, but something like that. So that's what I'm going to use that card for. And this time I got my splatters on without dumping the rest of the bottle of the Night Moves onto my desk, which was really good. A couple of these super cute Morning Dewdrop sequins will finish off this card, and then I'm just going to adhere it to my second card base and move on to the next card, which I think might be my favorite. It might be my favorite. So one of the very first little quotes or sayings that I found when I was looking for things I could make cactus cards with was this little saying that says, I'm a tiny cactus and I believe in you. And I thought that was so cute. So I cut one of the teeny tiny cactuses from that paper, and I printed out my that little saying onto some white cardstock just in my printer with a font that I really, really liked. And so I'm going now into my inks, and I'm just trying to decide what I want to do. My ink pad from my spill was still a little wet, and I just needed to figure out if I wanted to try to use it, even though we had to wash it off in the sink, and I wasn't sure if it would, you know, be okay, but it did leave a smudge of black from the night moves on my desk, but I wiped that up as soon as I got done. I just kind of moved where I was working on the card so I could get the card done. So I decided that this white piece with the teeny tiny little cactus and my cute little saying needed a home, a little bit more of a map behind it. So I'm just taking some more of that little cactus paper and I'm putting it behind my sentiment for this photo. Anyway, so I'm just going to ink that up, and it's not a photo, it's a sentiment, because these are cards, not a scrapbook page. Oh my. It's been a really, really long week, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and put the sentiment with my little cactus and my cute little cork star. I also changed my glue. I started to use, when I went to my Michael's to grab some more of my Scotch Quick Dry for my fine line bottle, because my fine line bottle is almost out. They didn't have any. They didn't have any more of the tacky glue. So I went ahead and got the Tombow Aqua Glue, and it's okay. I miss my Scotch Quick Dry in the fine line bottle, but this will work until my Michael's gets the right glue back in. So really simple. I just added some more sequins, and that little edge of the card is actually the branding strip that's on the Felicity Jane cardstock, which I think is really pretty and really comes in handy when you're making cards or layouts to add a little bit of a scalloped edge. So that will finish up these cards. I'm going to go ahead and grab the other two so you can see them all together. I hope you enjoyed this little bit different Fab Friday today, and I hope you will stop back again next week and have a lovely day. Here's some close-ups of all those gorgeous, gorgeous sequins and my little cactuses. We'll see you later. Bye!